In the sepulchre of Guthrum I, I would fulfill my prophecy and become a god. Or I would die here, along with the dream of Halasar. But no matter the course of destiny, Queen Maya will exist no longer. I hurled myself into an abyss where she would be lost forever, in death or in divinity. And yet, I could not turn back now. This life I had to live was never my own. From my birth, I belonged to Halasar and its prophecy. I would play the role fate had chosen for me.
Crobolus defiled the tomb of Githaran. Now his work is finished.
The Tempest has been unleashed. But we mustn't lose hope.
Do you want Crobolus alive or dead?
Death might be the only way. But I shall leave the choice to Nehru. Sudama Kir.
You should not have come, Your Grace.
Where's Crobolus?
In the celestial sphere. The ritual now is finished.
Why did you betray me?
For 20 years I ruled Halasar in your name. But why should I serve a god if I could become one?
All of your life you fought for the prophecy. Why abandon it now?
What does it matter if you are the Hara reborn? The Tempest shattered the tree of Ela, and she could do nothing to stop it!
Don't let her get away. The others and I will find Crobolus.
With faith and valor, Your Grace.
Please be careful.
I will.
Sangaril, we have work to do.
Goodbye, Maya.
Goodbye. I promised you a Hierophant, and I shall live up to my word.
tree of Ela. I warned you not to enter the portal.
What have you done, Crobulus?
What have I done? You unleashed the Tempest into Halasar, not me. I am but a victim of your ambition.
There's something happening in the Celestial Sphere. We don't have much time.
Then you go on ahead. Nero and I will handle Crobulus.
Good luck. I'll bring Iago and Iari with me.
Crobulus, will you deny me vengeance?
Years ago, I met a man named Morbazan. He had a treasure map and a flying ship.
I do not pity you. You murdered the true Hierophant of Urath. A man who was a father to me.
I was a missionary then, a priest to Urath, and I followed him north to Ela. And there, I found the Tempest. You must fight the storm that dwells within you. You have the power to save yourself. I am endless, as the storm is endless.
We shall never see her again.
Maya won't fight Crobulus alone.
That's not what I meant.
I know. Right now, think only of Sodama Kir. This battle won't be easy.
Targus and the Minari, you've broken oaths before. Why don't you join us? If you betray the Queen, you'll live as gods.
You spend too much time in that sanctum alone.
And I am sick of people calling me Munari.
Want to see how the world will end? Follow me if you dare! Behold my powers! Behold my minions! We're wasting precious time. The Tempest will not wait for us. Why choose death? You could be immortal! Excellent! You are worthy of greater torments! Follow me into the sepulchre!
Apart!
This is madness!
Why do you hesitate? Are you rooted to the earth? Now our little chase is over. I bid you farewell. be blind! On the edge of the world. We can go no farther. Now you must die!
Rosalind, what happened to you? Krobulus murdered me, Father. He gave me a book written in AOC. But the book was a trap. I fell into the vortex and the storm, and a tempest consumed my being. Rosalind is no more.
Release her, please. I beg of you.
This is not about you, old man.
Share that vessel with her. Let her spirit flow into you.
Silence, old man. You are alone now, Ancient One. You banished us from your realm of twilight. But this world is mine.
Maya, can you hear me? If your spirit has the strength, come to me.
Now the last of his kind, Morbazan returned to the home of his people. Iago sailed back to Medova. The search for his daughter was over. Prince Neru buried Krubus, and the names of his past then set out once again to his fall. Sangarun and Taurus consoled each other in the grief they shared, for Queen Maya was no more. Ayo Accuaracy is the wind that blows through its branches.
Well, I hate endings. I mean, it's not official. I mean, it's fake. Life goes on. Like a lot of endings you see in video games. They stink.
Before you judge anybody, look at yourself in the mirror. I mean, honestly, look. That's what you've got to deal with first.
So now we're all in this paradise or whatever, and I'm so happy for her. But there comes a time when you have to fulfill your own needs.
Well, if there's a sequel, I honestly don't know if I'm going to do it.
Now that Ayari's turned into a tree, I'm pretty much on my own.
For as long as I've known her, I've treated Sangharul very poorly. I said many things that I now regret. And a lot of it had to do with my own issues.
There's work piling up, but I'm not feeling all that motivated. To be honest with you, I'm a little depressed.
Now, back in the day, I was possessed by the demon of darkness. He was a class act. He knew how to have a good time and enjoy himself.
Crobolus was dead, and for a long time, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Maya was all about Maya, and I enabled her. I enabled that behavior.
I mean, you waste years of your life thinking about revenge, and then it's all over. And you're like, well, what's the big deal? I mean, what was I so worked up about?
My relationship with Torgus is a perfect example. That bitch was tearing us apart.
I miss Ayari. They say you get used to it, but you don't. It's lonely. It's very, very lonely.
Well, I've done my time. I've done my time. I got screwed in the first one, and I got screwed in this one. So they can just all go to hell.
I'm back on Tiomora now. We'll be opening a resort here. It's a beautiful beach. People love the dragons. We're going to have dinner theatre, some sailboats. It's going to be really nice. You should come by.